special midweek gathering, we'll relax in the space and honor earth, air, fire, and water. We'll sing together and settle into meditation, where you'll visit your favorite place on this beautiful planet. As part of the service, we'll have 4 stations set up where you can set your intention.
Gorgeous people. One light living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. For God is all there is. One light living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. For God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I just wanna shout. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. For God is all there is. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. For God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I just wanna shout. One life living as you and me. One light shining as you and me. One love loving as you and me. 'Cause God is all there is.
You are shining today. I don't know if you knew that, but you are. That light of God is just in this place and it's coming from you. Take a moment to greet each other as you feel comfortably doing so, and we'll start this service.
decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me for me. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Yeah, love is my decision. My decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Dance down that road. Is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Yeah, love is my decision right here and now. Sing it. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now. My decision right here and now. Oh, y'all sound good.
Have you ever noticed a tiny plant growing between bricks or stones? Have you observed the clouds and noticed that every day brings a new skyscape? Have you marveled at the colors and patterns of rocks and crystals?
Have you heard we have a special celebration coming up for Reverend Michael Gott's 60th?
Have you ever noticed a tiny plant growing between bricks or stones? Have you observed the clouds and noticed that every day brings a new skyscape?
Have you heard we have a special celebration coming up for Reverend Michael Gott's 60th birthday? It's a party. It's on May the 8th. It includes a reception, a concert, a live and silent auction, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we encourage you to go ahead and get your tickets. Now also, the silent auction has gone live today. So as soon as you leave here today, you can go online and start bidding on some items. And Kyle and Cindy and I are here to show you just a few of the many auction items that are coming in.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. Good job, Fana.
Look at this vase. It's gorgeous. It's signed by the artist.
Look at this beautiful sun platter. Oh, I love this. I think I may have to go online and bid for that.
I'm going to bid for that.
I'm bidding for it too.
Hey, what about this vase? Have you heard we have a special celebration coming up for Reverend Michael Gott's 60th birthday?
Onto the auction items on the website and look up this experience. It will be a transformative experience with horses that you won't want to miss.
And this is just a few of the many items that you can bid on. We have gift certificates to restaurants and massages, lots of paintings and other items as well. So be sure to go on and place your bids. And now is a great time to go online and get your tickets for the concert and get your early bird pricing and join us at the auction so we can all welcome and celebrate Reverend Michael Gott.
Celebrate good times. Come on!
Have you ever noticed a tiny plant growing between bricks or stones? Have you observed the clouds and noticed that every day brings a new skyscape? Have you marveled at the colors and patterns of rocks and crystals? This Earth Day, let's pause, appreciate the natural elements, and see what insights can be revealed through our acknowledgement and appreciation. In this special midweek gathering, we'll relax in the space and honor earth, air, fire, and water. We'll sing together and settle into meditation where you'll visit your favorite place on this beautiful planet. As part of the service, we'll have 4 stations set up where you can set your intentions and invite inspiration. Life is about relationships, and we are all part of this living world. Come as you are to release what is heavy, mundane, or overwhelming, and invite connection, expansion, and peace. We'd love to have you with us.
It's closer than the sunlight. It is nearer than the air.
I'm looking forward to that this Wednesday at 7 p.m. with music and everything over in the pyramid. Please join us for our Earth Day celebration. Back to this guy. He's having a birthday, evidently, with a 0 in it. And so a couple things. As Donalea said in the video, the auction is live today. There's also going to be a live auction, which is different at the concert itself. Those items are not online, but you have to do it all. That's the thing. This is our big fundraiser this year. I know that many of you already just faithfully support this community in so many generous ways, but we have, in the last few years, it's been fun to do these other kind of things about fundraising. So that will be on May 8th. What am I supposed to tell you about? I'm supposed to thank every donor who has given an item for the live auction. It's quite a spread of beautiful things. We have another sort of advanced thing I want to let you know about. Let's go back to that one. I've got more to say on that one. About the concert, if you don't mind, Lou. Thanks. Back to the concert. Okay. We have a new album release that will be happening that same night, May 8th. It's the first Unity Spanish Ministry, Spanish language, New Thought album. We think it may be the first one in the world, and it's happening, and we're going to be releasing it that night. Quite a few of my songs I'm singing with the singers from Spanish Ministry. Migdalia Fernandez, who is our Spanish music director, she's got some songs on there too, and it's really beautiful. It's all done. It's in post-production right now. And I know most of us don't have CD players anymore, and you'll be able to download it or stream it after we release it that night. But here's the thing. If you would like a souvenir copy of a CD, it's going to be free with your ticket purchase. Everyone who buys a concert ticket before next Sunday, April 26th, you will get a free, it's called There Is Only Love, which is my song, and it's Solo Hay Amor. And so we're going to hope that you would want to support Spanish ministry. You're not going to support it. It's going to be free to you. But spread the word that this wonderful thing has happened. And I want to say, too, that this project came about through the Unity Fine Arts Fund and Ken Gale and his generosity in distributing that grant. So that is happening. All right. Volunteer appreciation is next Sunday. If you have served a minute in this community in volunteer capacity in the last 365 days, up until next Sunday, you are invited to join us for our annual volunteer celebration Sunday. We'll be doing some wonderful things in the service to acknowledge the volunteers, and then all the volunteers are invited to join the staff down in the pyramid as we have a meal and dancing, and I hear karaoke is happening this year. It's going to be a great party. So anyone who's not here this morning in the sanctuary and you're watching online, put it on your calendar. Be here next week for the party for volunteer celebration. If you would like to submit Mother's Day photos, either you with your kids, if you're a mom, or of your mom, you can submit those through our website up until May 3rd, and then we'll include those in a special slideshow on Mother's Day, May 10th. And so go to helpful links for all of the announcements here. You can find the auction, place to sign up for that. It's all online. That's where you find it. So if you're on our website, unityhouston.org, we always have a few main events at the top, some photographs there, but below that, you'll see these multicolored bullet points. That is helpful links. And that's where you'll find everything that we've announced today. If this is your first Sunday with us, thank you for joining us. This Sunday celebration service is just a beautiful time for us to come together in physical form, and also for those online. We look forward to the day that you can be with us in person, but we know that we feel your energy with us where you are. If you have not yet filled out a connection card, if you're online, you can do that on whichever platform you're watching the stream. And if you're here in the service, we have a gift for you today if this is your first time. Go to the welcome table. You'll see several colored gift bags there. That's where the team will be there to answer any questions you have and just say thank you for being with us. And with that, I think we're done with announcements, and so I'm going to invite Julia to come out and sing a beautiful song by John Hardesty to move us into our meditation time. Meditation can be said, if prayer is speaking to God, meditation is listening. So I invite you now to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Quiet the mind as best you're able. Placing your attention and awareness on this next breath that you breathe. And on the next breath, take it a little deeper, a little slower. This simple act of conscious breathing, of keeping our mind with the breath, is a beautiful meditative practice. I often say this, but the essence of meditation is just a gentle, focused awareness on this moment, and now on this moment. And so I invite us all to simply breathe deeply and fully, follow that breath all the way in and all the way out. And I can feel something shift in the room as we've done this. There is an expansion that happens in the stillness. There's so much space in this stillness. Our minds sometimes don't feel comfortable in this spaciousness, so they will we'll fill our mind with chatter of all the things that we should be thinking about. And the practice is just to keep breathing. Keep coming back to this moment, not what happened before, not what's going to happen later, not what's happening and anywhere else in the world with our work or our families or any of the news that we see about all the troubled places. To be here in this room together, or right wherever you are, if you're watching online, to be here now with this breath. I was moved by the lyric of that song that we sang together by Daniel Nahmod. I've known that song for 30 years, and that lyric that said, once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. We all have thoughts and ideas and beliefs and perspectives that don't come from our spiritual truth, but come from our wounds and our false beliefs. And we project these outward on other people, on situations. So I invite us all just to simply scan our hearts and minds for any place of fear, any thought of fear, or any resentment or unforgiveness. And whatever thought is the one that you're willing to change right now, to open to the God view, not to set the situation right, but to see it rightly. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. So whichever situation, we are willing to see it differently now. I just invite us all to invite the presence of the Holy Spirit into a healing of this relationship with this circumstance or this person. Right here and right now, where we saw a lack of God's presence, we see that God is present here too. Whether it be a difficult, torn relationship, a health diagnosis, a financial setback, a war in the Middle East, whatever it is, if we can change our mind and be open to see that even through this, God's love and power will be revealed. And we don't have to decide how it's going to happen. We don't have to figure it out. We simply become willing to see it in the possibility of God. And in this quiet room, in this spacious moment, we open. We are willing to change our mind so that God's love and power and peace may be revealed to us, for us, and through us. And we breathe. Through that small act of willingness, miracles can occur. God is only waiting for us to open, to release our attachment, to surrender to a higher way. And so truly we let go. We let God. We let it be. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, my soul, oh, how you worry, oh, how you're weary from fearing you lost control. This was the one thing you didn't see coming, and no one would blame you, though. If you cried in private, if you tried to hide it away so that no one knows, no one will see you stop believing. Oh, my soul, you are not alone. There's a place where fear has to face the God you know. One more day, He will make a way. the valley, and even now he is breathing on your dry bones. And there will be dancing, and there will be beauty where beauty was ash and stone. This much I know. Oh, my soul, you are not alone. There's a place where fear has to face the God you know. One more day, he will make a way. Let him show you how you can lay this down. I'm not strong enough, I can't take anymore. Lay it down, you can lay it down. Can my shipwrecked faith ever lead me to shore? You can lay it down, you can lay it down. Can he find me here? Can he keep me from going under? Oh, my soul, you are not alone. There's a place where fear has to face the God you know. One more day, he will make a way. Let him show you how you can lay this down. 'Cause you're not alone. Oh, my soul, you're not alone.
Thank you, Julia and Tatiana and Jamika. Thank you, band. Beautiful. St. Augustine said that a prayer sung is twice prayed. Isn't that beautiful? So we are on week 3 of our 6-week series called The Great Work of Your Life. We started on Easter Sunday, and we talked about every ending is also a beginning. And that death and rebirth, that crucifixion and resurrection metaphysically is the way of transformation. For all of us, for our entire lives, we are always being asked to release that which is no longer serving. Let it die, and then rise to the truth that is already within us in a greater and expanded way. And then last week, did Reverend Stacy give a great talk or what? It was powerful, really great. I love when she was talking about the 3 A's. We think the work is about outer circumstances. That word work, I'm going to work for something. Remember what they were? Appearance, affluence, and achievement. Anybody else guilty of those? Like, yeah, I've done all that. I'm a type 3 on the Enneagram. If you don't know that, we're the achievers. That's been a lot of my personal work these last few years, is to find my worth in here, not by what I do out here. So it was powerful. And I also love that she used the Jesus teaching about, come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That when we come to the divine, when we come to that kingdom of heaven within, we can begin our great work of our life from a place of rest and centeredness in spirit. I'm just going to give her talk again. It was so good. I really loved it. But I've got a different one today. I'm talking about everyone has a calling. That's a big word, right? You know, ministers and priests, we get called to the ministry. And so you might want to be, I don't know if I want a calling or not. That doesn't sound like anything I want to do. But truly, we all have a calling. And the calling for the great work of our life, and here's the secret, which we're going to be telling you every week. The great work of your life is to be who you are. The work of your life is your life. It's not about your job. Now, we are going to be talking about vocation and contribution, absolutely. That if we get in touch with who we truly are, and then we begin to give back to others from that place, whether or not it's our paycheck. I remember years ago, Jan Van Zant spoke at my church in Dallas, and she said this. She's like, everyone has a calling. Some of y'all got to get jobs too. So it may or may not be what you do for your vocation, but it is your contribution for you to give what you are. Mary Morrissey teaches from this. There's Rumi was this 13th century or 14th century mystic poet from Persia. And he wrote these beautiful poems. There's a teaching story that she discovered somewhere along the way, and she shares it a lot. She says this: "It's as if we were sent here from a far-off kingdom with but one task. And if we accomplish this one task, nothing else we do or do not do will have mattered. And if we do not accomplish this one task, nothing else we do or do not do will have mattered. This task is the discovery and delivery of the authentic self." That's what this is. That's why we come to Unity. That's why we go to therapy. That's why we do our recovery work. That's why we do this inner healing, because all of us are blocked in some way because we had a childhood. Or am I the only one? Do I have a family? Does anybody else have a family? Family systems and the culture that tells us stories about who we are and who we're not. And spiritually, we're here to discover a deeper truth of who we are. So it's one task, but it's really two. We discover it, and then we deliver it. We be it. We step into who we most authentically are. And the truth is, we're never going to finish the work of uncovering that authentic essence of who we are. It's lifelong. Sometimes that irritates me. Anybody else? Just like to get that thing figured out and just check it off. But it appears that the work continues. There are two books that I'm using for my research this month, or in this series. The first is The Great Work of Your Life by Stephen Copes, where he uses the wonderful teaching from Hinduism, the Bhagavad Gita, and about Arjuna on the battlefield. And the basic of the story is that this prince, Arjuna, has been called to war, and then when he gets on the battlefield, he realizes that the enemy, they're relatives. And he doesn't want to go into battle against relatives. And so he lays down on the floor of the chariot and says, "I'm not going to do it." And his chariot driver reveals himself to be Krishna, the god Krishna. And most of the work is the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. And there's deep mystical teaching in it. Here's what Stephen Copes said: "Our fantasies about fulfillment often center around the dreams of wealth, power, fame, and leisure. In these fantasies, a fulfilling life is one in which we acquire much freedom and leisure, so much freedom and leisure that we no longer have to work and strive. We can relax by our own personally monogrammed swimming pool, with the gates of our country club community firmly locked behind us, and there, at last, find true happiness and real fulfillment, perhaps contemplating the clear blue sky. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita point to a much more interesting truth. People actually feel happiest and most fulfilled when meeting the challenge of their dharma in the world, when bringing highly concentrated effort to some compelling activity for which they have a true calling." And the term dharma can be interpreted different ways. For our purposes here, we're going to think about it as the path of our unfolding and our calling. It's this thing that is yours alone, and it's mine alone. Mine is different from yours, but I'm created for a purpose, and to discover and deliver that purpose. To discover and deliver it, both are my dharma. That's the work of my life. Arthur Brooks is the other book that I'm working with. It's From Strength to Strength. Beautiful book, particularly around transition, and particularly around midlife transition. I guess 60. Is 60 still midlife? I don't know. I think it is. You know, there's that great movie, Postcards from the Edge. It was written by Carrie Fisher, and Meryl Streep plays her character, and Shirley MacLaine plays the Debbie, what's her mom's name? Debbie Reynolds, thank you. Senior moment. And so there's a great scene where Meryl Streep says, "Well, now I'm a middle-aged woman," and Shirley MacLaine says, "You're not middle-aged, I'm middle-aged, you're young." And Meryl Streep looks at her and says, "How many 140-year-olds do you know?" I digress. But here's what Arthur Brooks says, relates to the thing we just read from Cope. Happy people focus on 4 things every single day. You ready? Faith, or life philosophy. Something transcendent that reminds them how small they are. Interesting. 2, family, a mystical, irreplaceable bond. 3, friendship, deep, non-transactional love. And 4, work, where they can earn success and serve others. Neglect one, and happiness starts to fade. Nurture all 4, and life becomes rich. So we think that we'll be happy when we don't have to work anymore. We think we'll be happy when I finally get the universe shaped the way I like it, everybody's minding, they're acting right. I think then I'll be happy. And what all of the great teachings tell us is that that's not where happiness comes. Happiness comes from purpose and connection. Now, some of us don't have a relationship with our earthly family, so we have the invitation to have a chosen family, where that deep, mystical bond with human beings. And friendship is not just something that we get, it's something we give. Emerson said, if you want to have a friend, you must what? Be a friend. Absolutely. You see, it's not transactional, but it is the giving and receiving nature of reality in all of these things. And we are here to receive the gift of God, the blessings and the gifts that we get so that we can give our gift to bless others. We are a blessing and we are blessed. So this is more from Stephen Cope's Great Work of Your Life. This is Arjuna on the chariot floor. He's saying, I won't act. I won't fight against my family. I won't do it. And here's what Krishna tells him. Krishna immediately points out the problem with this do-nothing strategy. This apparent path of inaction is full of action. Says Krishna, no one exists for even an instant without performing action. Arjuna's inaction, our inaction on the floor of the chariot, the center of the intersection, is action motivated by confusion, paralysis, and disorder. It is full of action and the consequences of action. And then Krishna says, there is a certain kind of action that leads to freedom and fulfillment. A certain kind of action that is always aligned with our true nature. This is the action that is motivated by our dharma. Now, I'm not going to give you a full world religions class, but what this is saying, and this is the Eastern worldview which we share here in Unity, is that each of us is a unique, irreplaceable, unrepeatable expression of God's creativity and love. That's what we are. And as I've already said, from Sufism, from Rumi, our work is to discover the nature of our authentic being and then deliver it into reality. And we can do, when we think we're not doing anything or we're not working, guess what? We're working. That our inaction is a cause that is having more effects in the world. And so what we want to do when we're talking about great work of our life, we want to find the ways that we can be in alignment with our soul and do things that bring about freedom for me, bring about fulfillment for me, and that serve and bless the whole. Does that sound like a good plan? Well, let's just go do that. See you later. Report back. Tell me how that goes. But we got work to do. To even get to our great work, we've got work to do. So this word work, I know that you didn't come to church thinking your pastor was going to make you work, but actually, I have to tell you about what I did yesterday. I was in the car for 8 hours yesterday. My dear friend and prayer partner, Reverend Melinda Wood Allen, who is the pastor at Unity of Farmers Branch in Dallas. Her husband died about a month ago after a difficult, long illness. And I was asked to officiate the service. I've known Melinda and Bob for a long time. And so I'm going to give you a clue about who Bob Allen was. The place was packed. I mean, it was just absolutely full, standing room. And there's a slideshow going of he's crazy. He's an actor. He did a lot of fun pictures of him with his kids and grandkids. And every third picture, it was just piles of animals on top of him, just dogs and cats. He was just this big character. And so it's getting to be about 1:30, about time to start the service. I turned to Melinda and said, well, people are still coming in. Should we wait? And she's like, yeah, let's wait. A couple minutes later, the room was just full of talking, and then it got really quiet, like people thought it was going to start. And then at that moment, on the screen in the slideshow is a picture of 2 naked men's butts. I know. The place erupted in laughter because we knew one of those was Bob's. We didn't know which one. And that's Bob. That's just who he was. Irreverent, deeply spiritual, inappropriate often. And so Melinda didn't know if she was going to be able to read her eulogy that she had written. There all this, and there was lots of remarks on flatulence too. I mean, it was just quite. I have never laughed so much in a memorial service in my life. And his grandkids told funny stories when Bob showed up for one of them at the school, the cafeteria, to have lunch with a grandparent. And she was mortified that he puts his baseball cap on backwards and creates a wrap for her friends at her table. She's mortified. But then she shared, 25 years later, she ran into an old friend who still remembered that and remembered how Bob made her feel. Yeah. But Melinda, she did have the presence to read her eulogy, and she said, Bob was, he got away with things that nobody else could. Often always inappropriate, sometimes possibly illegal. And the way he got away with it is because there was no meanness in his pranksterism. And beneath all of his irreverence and inappropriateness, there was a childlike innocence. In other words, my dear friend Bob Allen was who he was. And the great work of his life was to be that, and he did. And even though he mooned the camera often, evidently, he lived a life that was full of love. And I didn't know this. I've known him, like I said, for a long time, but he grew up in a family that never said, "I love you." Those words were never spoken in his home. And Bob said it to everybody. He became a chimney sweep when he was a teenager, and then he built his little business around that. And then at some point, one of his customers said, "Do you think you could clean my air ducts?" And that wasn't a thing. And Bob said, "Yeah, I can do that." And he has 2 patents for video-assisted air duct cleaning. He created that. He's in the Air Duct Hall of Fame. He really is. But he built a multi-million-dollar company. He was a big tither. Just an amazing person. I'm distracted. Why am I talking about Bob Allen? I just loved him so much. But he did live fully as he was meant to live. Oh, I love you, yeah. But he told all of his employees, "I love you." He told his customers, "I love you." And he meant it. He told me that he loved me many times. And isn't it interesting that he came from a family where that wasn't possible? But he knew in his soul he was to be different. That was his dharma. And he was just living, totally inappropriate and just incredibly loving. That's what the work of your life can look like if you're Bob Allen. I don't know what yours looks like. I want to redeem this 4-letter word work for a moment. My dad called me lazy when I was a kid. Ooh, and I'm not, but I just hated picking okra in the middle of summer in Oklahoma. If you've never done that chore in the garden, you don't know. I wasn't lazy, but that was the worst thing you could be in my dad's household. But he instilled in all 3 of us, my 2 brothers, a real good work ethic, and we do work hard. But I have learned that when we talk about doing spiritual work, it's like, I don't want to do that, It's like I worked so hard in my life, can I just go to church and just be blessed and inspired? What do you mean you have to work? But I think of it like this. What if the work of your life is in the same way we think about creating a beautiful work of art? Does that have a different feeling, the word work? It's a work, but it's beautiful, filled with expression. Or think about this way use of the word work. If something is doing what it's supposed to do and everything is going good, what do you say it do? It works. It works. Don't you want your life to work? And so we can begin to hold this idea of work not as something that's arduous or draining, but as something that is life-giving, something that is life-revealing for you. That's what we're talking about, this whole series. Here's what our co-founder Myrtle Fillmore said about the unity work. She says, the unity work, this is creating our whole denomination, our whole movement. The unity work is a dream that has been nurtured and built from the invisible to the concrete through love devotion, and good hard work. Did you know there was such a thing as good hard work? Because it's for a purpose that aligns with your soul. And Melda Shanklin is another sort of a founder in our teaching. She wrote a wonderful book called What Are You? That's the name of the book. She says this: years do not make you old. Years are your accumulation of experiences. Life is real, age is fictitious. Say after me, life is real, age is fictitious. Do you feel young now? I like that. You get that distinction and you will understand that age is a habit to be avoided. She says, you now should be a more capable man or woman than you were 20 years ago. If you say that because of the years you cannot do the work you once did, I answer you by saying, I answer your charge against yourself by saying that life does not expect you to do the work you once did. There is a better work for you now. The only person who continues to do the work he once did is the imbecile, who makes no progress in mind and body. Life demands growth, change, progress of you. That's what we're talking about. Get a hold of the truth that you are always here to deliver your great work into the world, and it's always going to be better than it ever was. And I see quite a few young people in our congregation this morning. I love that we are seeing more and more young adults coming to this teaching, because when you all are ready to create the life that's fully ahead of you, these teachings are a beautiful foundation. I got here when I was 28, not to this church, but to this teaching. This teaching transformed my finances. It transformed my relationships. I'm telling you, when you're looking to build your life as a young adult, this teaching is powerful for creating what it is that you see in your dreams into your reality. But some of us are a little beyond those young adult years, aren't we? And many people in this community have shared with me that once they've retired, they don't feel like they have that same sense of purpose. And what I tell you is what Imelda said. You're not a dum-dum. Don't be that way. You must be finding a new work that is yours now, that is full of life. What does she say? Life demands growth and change and progress of you. God wants to do something new through you that you haven't yet done. God wants to reveal itself in new and beautiful ways. But it's not just going to be sitting on your recliner watching the NBA playoffs. Is that just me? It's got to be more than that. There has to be some activity here that is aligned with who you are. I have a lot of quotes today. I'm not sure why. The Gospel of Thomas. This is one of the Gnostic Gospels that was not included in the canon in Christianity, but it's beautiful spiritual work if you ever get a chance to read those. It says this: if you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Where do you think addiction comes from? There's a genetic component, there's family history there. I speak from personal experience. It's when I have not had access to my authentic soul and self. I didn't have the tools to hold the pain of my childhood, and so I found a way to distract myself from the pain, which became a crippling addiction. What I could not bring forth within me was set to destroy me. And once I began to tell the truth, step one, once I began to tell the truth of my experience and find a spiritual solution, I was able to bring forth what was within me that saved me. Do you hear this? We're not asking a distant God somewhere up in heaven to come down and pull us out of our life and transform it and make it all better for us, put us in that pool with our monogram on it. What we're seeking to do is reveal that God is already here in a unique way that can come no other way in all time of all history and humanity. It can only come through you, your dharma, your path of revealing the life of God. And if you can bring it forth, I'm not encouraging you to submit any mooning pictures for Mother's Day. Don't be Bob Allen in that way. I don't know that it would fly in our church. But I want you to find what is truly yours. And there may be pain. There may be pain that you have not processed from long ago. but you are strong. You can create a sturdy container to hold that pain and transform it into the light being that you are. That's what this great work of your life is. Jesus speaks about it, not only in that passage from the Gospel of Thomas, but in the Gospel of Matthew. Chapter 10, 34, do not suppose that I've come to bring peace to the world. I do not come to bring peace, but a sword. I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You could use that for scripture if you want to, I guess. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. Stay with me, there's a point here. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. That is a difficult passage of Scripture. But what it's teaching us is that we must lose the lesser life of our family systems, of the old, limited, false ideas of who we were. We must lose that life to find the real life of who we are. And this work is often painful. But, let me just say, if we're willing to walk through that pain of our childhood, of our just the false beliefs that we thought were true, if we're willing to face it. You know, the acronym for fear is, well, I can't say what it is in this room, but we just say it in AA sometimes. Something, everything, and what was it? False events appearing real. There's another one that says false evidence appearing real, and then there's other ones like blank everything and run. But that's not what the true way is. That recognize that the pain you're feeling is not real. It's not based on the truth of who you are, the truth of what God is. But we have to face it and recover and reveal who we are. I didn't tell my joke. I'm going to do that now because I've got time. I usually do it at the beginning. So sometimes, ministers, we have an interesting job, don't we? Get up here and talk, and sometimes our mouth gets ahead of our brain. One minister said, God loves a cheerful liver. Another one is quoted as saying, we must guard against that four-letter word called pride. P-R-I-D. The word was supposed to be deprecating, but the pastor told them that they needed to be self-defecating. In a child baptism service, the pastor said, the history of child sacrifice goes back many centuries. There were some worried family members there on that day. Preaching in a nursing home, the pastor told the residents, God, I want you to bless each person here in this funeral home. Mary washed her hair with Jesus' feet. I like this one. I've spoken at a wedding. These are all real because they're from the internet. You know it's real. Marriage should be endured, not enjoyed. Another one, he was doing a prayer, and he meant to say biopsy, but what he said was, please pray for Mrs. Jones, who recently went in for an autopsy. I like this one. In the middle of a Christmas Eve message, a pastor was speaking about how beautiful the Christmas tree in his home, and he said, I just love sitting in my room with nothing on but my Christmas tree. We're going to make mistakes. I have made a few of those here on this stage. I'm not going to go into them now, and I hope that no one was putting them online. You don't have to be anything you're not to do this great work. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. You have to be exactly what you are. I'm still doing this work. Authenticity, one of my greatest values, but I'm still finding new levels of truth that needs to be told, of false beliefs that must be faced and released. I learned this in the recovery world, that we discover, uncover, and discard. We discover we have a pattern of behavior or thinking that is debilitating us in some way, or it's keeping us from our joy, from our true expression. We discover something is going on, and we uncover that. Often this means going back into our family system and seeing where this false belief got installed in us. And then what do? We discard it. That was never me. That was never you. It was just a system of thinking that we grew up in, and it may feel real because, I have a very strong self-critic, inner critic, and I've been working on this with my therapist recently. And he had me do a really horrible exercise where I had to speak the words that I hear in my brain out loud in front of him. It was not good. I thought, I shouldn't still be thinking this stuff when I've been a minister for 17 years. I've been in this teaching for 35. I've been in therapy for 40, in recovery for a long time, but it's still there. And so then he had me speak like a superior, like judging others' voice, and I was like, it was awful. And he said, so notice which one of those voices feels more comfortable and familiar. Well, it was the critical voice. I know that voice like the back of my hand. But it's not me. It's not the true me. It's something that I took on from my family system. And what that voice tries to do is to keep me safe by keeping me small. I don't want to be small. I want to be big for God. I want to be free. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you want to be free? I'm not going to be showing any pictures of my derriere, I promise you. That's not what freedom for me will look like, I hope. God, please, let that not be my future. But I want to be real. I want to be the light that can only come through Michael Gott. And I want you to be the light that can only come through you. If you're willing to go on this journey with me. Last thing I want to say. Go ahead, Gary. It's not safe to try out being authentic in all places. Have you noticed? This is my deepest desire for this community, Unity of Houston, that we create like a living laboratory of people discovering their truth. And my friend Kathy Hearn always says, spiritual community is where we grow up all over each other. We make mistakes. We're human. And it's real easy to go into judgment and condemnation of people in church. It's real easy to go into judgment and condemnation of your leaders here in this church. I know. I've done it. What I'm asking us to do is if we can continue to hold this space as a safe space for people to show up and open the kimono. Not that way. Spiritually speaking. To become vulnerable and available. And to begin to try on this authentic being that you know you are. Nobody needs to be you but you. And nobody needs to do it the way that you think they ought to do it. But here's the thing. When we're living that authentic life, it doesn't offend. It's not against anyone. It's actually an invitation. My friend Bob Allen lived his life in a crazy way that it was never going to be me, but he gave permission. He gave permission for people to be who they are in a bigger way. He gave it to me, and I want to give it to you. Would you pray with me now? In this moment, in this place, in this community, and to all those who are listening and watching this later or online now, I remember the deepest truth I know, that there is only one power and one presence, one infinite good, one source of all that is, and I call it God because that's the biggest word I know. But this one infinite divine must reveal its fullness, its abundance in infinite expressions, and I am one of those expressions, as is everyone within the sound of my voice. Each of us here for the holy purpose to discover and deliver the authenticity of our light, of our soul. And what I say and declare for myself, and as I say it in the first person, I encourage you to hold this for yourself. I am willing to be my authentic self in a greater way than I have ever done before. I'm willing to be freer than I've ever been before. I'm willing to go deeper than I've ever gone before. Because something is being delivered through me that is useful and helpful to humanity. Useful and helpful to my friends and family. And I'm willing to be it now. I find the courage in my heart. I find the support of my friends and my loved ones. And I step into my authentic power, my authentic joy, my authentic love. And I trust that as we all do this together, the harmony increases, the love increases, the power of transformation that is rising in Unity of Houston spreads across the city and around the world. We are the way humanity becomes free. We are that, we are being that, and it is being delivered right now. Thank you, God. We let it be, and so it is. Amen. You're amazing. And if nobody has told you that, I'm telling you that. You are frickin' amazing. And we need you. We need everybody to begin to deliver that authentic self. And if no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Reverend Michael Gott. I say every time I platform how much I love Reverend Michael Gott. He is amazing. Reverend Michael Gott is my boss, and when I tell you he is authentic with our staff and has this ministry's greatest vision and good for all of you, it is just truly an honor. Thank you for taking us on this journey, Michael, and for helping us to create and live the life that we would truly love to live. So thank you. And so now it's our time to get back to this ministry that means so much to us, that gives to us individually and to our community and through our live streaming to this world. And so now we give, and I invite you as the offering basket comes by, so many of you give systematically and online. So if you're giving in that way, just place your hand over the basket and give a blessing as it goes around. And so let's join together in our offertory blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. And so it is. Amen.
Bring your tired and bring your shame. Bring your hurt and bring your pain. Don't you know that's not your name? You will always be much more to me. Every day I wrestle with the voices that keep telling me I'm not right. Well, that's alright, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me his own. When others say I'll never be enough, and greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. In the world, in the world, and greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. Bring your doubt and bring your fear. Bring your pain and bring your tears. There'll be no condemnation here. You are holy, righteous, and beloved. Every time I fall, I hear a voice that just calls me a mistake. That's okay, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me his own. When others say I'll never be enough,
Okay, we have a couple of closing announcements for you this morning. Today is your last day to join Prosperity Plus. If you're ready to go deeper into learning the principles of prosperity, please come and join us in the chapel today. Family Fun Day is today in Wallet Hall, and the theme is April Showers Bring May Flowers. Men of Unity is today in the Art Gallery. They have a special guest, Jungian analyst Rodney Walters, which I understand he's fabulous. He's amazing. Next week is our pet food donation. Please bring pet food if you can for Anna Mills. We appreciate that so much. And you can go to our announcements. You can go to our homepage for all information about our announcements today in church service. And our prayer partners are available down front. Thank you so much.
So I invite you to stand as you're able as we sing our peace song and close our service.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Join me now in a prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And today we proclaim that God is good. And all the time.